Alright, so here is going to be how accurate the data of the drone is, the one we captured recently. Very, very accurate, and you grant to the ground control points. So here are the ground control points we picked on the field. There's the latitude, the longitude, and there's our altitude. They are in meters, and so far we have the digital terrain model, and we have the orthophoto, and we have this is the DEM, the DSM, sorry, digital surface model. So for the digital terrain model, first of all, we want to expect based on the ground control points we picked here. Alright, so alright, if we zoom closely, you see it's pinned to the middle of the ground control points. Alright, and we have another one, some other ones here. They're directly on the ground control points. Yeah. Okay, so let's check one more, and I think this is another example of ground control points. So what we'll do is we're going to inspect based on the elevation, how accurate the elevation of the ground control points is for every feature you see here. So here's our contour. See the contours for every region. Generates contours for everything. And we have the contours for 5-meter resolution and for 10 meters. And okay, so we're going to start by inspecting every elevation here. We click on these based on the elevation for the digital surface model. For digital surface model, if we click on this, we have about 474.31 meters, and that's for this. And if we come down, about 473 from here, like that. This is about 471.31, and if we go up here, 471.72. You can see how accurate it is. It really gives elevation of every feature here. You can see 472. So let's start by checking it based on the altitude. Alright, we have 474, blah blah blah, like this. And if we zoom to the whole map, we can check with this one. Let's label based on the number of points we have there. Okay, just a minute. I'm going to leave it based on the Z value of each point, and we'll use that to inspect the elevation of the orthophoto. This is about 476.81. This number. Let's label based on the numbers so we can inspect it on the ground control points based on the description. If we label based on the description, we can have it based on inspect it on the Excel. This is GCP7, and for GCP7 we have 481.7306. 481.7306. So if we check the orthophoto for this side here, 481. For the DSM, you have let me confirm it very well. For the DSM, yes. For the DSM, we have 476. Yeah, it's close to this one here where we have. Sorry, it's 476, close to this one. That's the ground control points here. So 476.79965. Yeah, so that's for this one. It's very accurate. If you go down 406, 400, You see it reduces here. We have 604156. So it shows that there's a slope, a steep slope here around there, and we have a meet up like a bridge here. We have 476 points, 476.755.74. So you see the re-image here, it really shows the elevation of the ground, and it shows exactly how it is being the topography of the ground on the surface. So let's check one more place. All right, if we check outside here, okay, this GCP 6. GCP 6 is 481.7306. 481.7306. That's for the DSM, right? 481.73. But very accurate. So if we click anything around there, you see the elevation. It flows around. You see it changes around there, so you can know the elevation of the surface here. So let's start by viewing the image generalized based on the height value. You can see it there. You can see the elevation here, and for every feature you will know that this is a deep these areas are very deep, and these areas are very deep. And we've also tried to calculate the volume of the area around there in this aspects. The volume of the area here, it's calculated here, and it can easily be measured. So in case you want to sand fill, or you want to take out of this section or something like this, all right. And it's very, very accurate because we went so low with the drone, around 60 meters to 50 meters altitude, so that it can give good elevation details, and good auto photos, and features can be easily recognized on the Earth's surface. So we have some features like that on there. So you can easily use it to calculate the volume of any feature, both underground, or you want to calculate the volume of what is surrounding here, the rock particles, and the volume of features we have over the topsoil. You can calculate the volume of that, and it gives you good information to be able to work on your industries and for projects. And so let's look at the ground contour we have here. So if you see the generalization of all the photos in ground control points, it also shows good one for this, and it shows the elevation here. So this for the DSM, the digital surface model. I'm going to check this so we see it properly. And this for the DTM, digital terrain model. The digital terrain model gives terrain of what is on the ground, true ground surface, eliminating any rock particles and features, just giving you the ground surface, like exactly what is on ground, eliminating any features like buildings. It eliminates buildings, features, and stuff like that. So we have the elevation. It is a 10 meter resolution, 10 meter interval. So we label this. Then I think this label based on the ID. So we're going to label based on elevation. So this label based on elevation, we have 40 meters here, 40 meters, 480 meters, sorry. And if we label this based on 5 meter interval, we should have 45, 40. Okay, very good. We can label this label feature. It's going to take a while because it has a lot of features in it, and at times if you don't have a very good system, it might crash your system. So you need to work open it with a very, very good system to be able to view some of this. It's loading for every zoom I make. So it gives you elevation for every. You can see the one in red is the 10 meter interval, and it has more for the 25-meter interval. So that's for the query side. You can see how accurate this image is. You can understand the flow of direction of water if rain falls. If rain should fall around there, let's try to generalize it so we can all make decisions together. If rain tries to fall, if rain falls around there, you should have the conclusion that it will flow towards this direction, and then it will accumulate here, and more of it will flow towards the direction. Let me zoom out. More of it will flow towards the direction, and we have some flowing around there, going to this side. None will flow here, so this one here, because they are high, the water flows from high to low, so you can know where the flood will accumulate also in around there. Flood will accumulate here and here also. And I think that's for that. We'll be having more of water retention here too, and here also. Okay, so we've really done much of this, and this has really given a good overview of what we have on ground. Here you can see the elevation. It's really good. You can see the walkway, and you can see the elevations around there. We calculated the volume. Here you can see the volume calculated here. Its results here, and I think it's a good one. So we tried also to make sure that the accuracy of the rock is well detailed. So when you export it here, we can see the auto photos very clearly on the ground surface. All right. So the accuracy of the GPS, we're talking about millimeters, centimeters, about close to 0.01 centimeter, about that, and it's really good. When we calculated everything, it came out very perfect as we expected, and we hope to do more and more of this. So this is the contour. We have the contour. We can also do more like a modeling, the 3D model, and this is more of 3D model though, but it's in 2D platform, and we can do more like an animation. For the animation, you do movements of this and shows the elevation in case rain falls, stuff like that. So yeah, I believe that's about everything here. So thank you for your time, and thank you so much for your time.